tell you something as we start the show. It's a little something that I thought that you should know. So I will tell you as we settle into place. It's impossible to sing and play the bass. You're a lovely group of people, you deserve the courtesy of knowing what you can expect of me. I've practiced, but it will not mean a thing, 'cause it's impossible to play the bass and
Good
sing,
evening,
sing,
friends.
sing, you see the bass is fret.
Why, look over there, look over there. There's the Escoffery gang. Escoffery contingent. Wayne.
Right on time.
And Vaughn. Right on time. No football tonight?
We're all exhausted.
He came earlier.
Yeah, I saw.
Like 45 minutes.
Hey, Bill. Chris. Ta-da! It just goes. I think if I pull the same routine I pulled last night, stand underneath my window.
All right, Jay, see you later.
All right, Wayne, take it easy. So here's my window. And so we should get no. Ah, boy. Went to the dermatologist this morning. Hey, Ron Vincent, how are you? What are we drinking tonight, Ron? What are you drinking? What kind of Ron Vincent puts on drinks all these great wines and brags about it, shows his bottle of wine with the meal he's eating to make the rest of us jealous. I have my club soda. Hi, Al.
I'm so out of shape.
What?
I'm so out of shape.
Oh, out of shape.
No,
I see.
it's not like I'm getting chubby, but like when I run, I get so tired.
Oh, yeah, well, run. You haven't been running much.
No, it's just because I know, like.
You haven't been running much.
Yeah.
You've been skating. You've been building a whole new set of things, whatever that means. Whatever that is. I'm sure he has, though. I'm positive. Hello, Toby. How are you?
Good.
Here's the skating contingent.
Can I say hi?
Yeah,
Hey guys.
Toby. Indeed. Toby and Vaughn and Toby. Now what happened here? What did I do wrong? Oh, that's what it is. I think it's done. Yay! Here, here's the street view. Close. Very close.
Is that a microphone?
Now let's see. Let's see. And we have a wonderful program planned for this evening, he said. And let's see if I can get upstairs. But it doesn't seem to work too often. But I can get up the stairs and it doesn't disconnect. But I'll be right back. Sit tight. I mean, I'm going to try. Used to work. There you go. In and out, in and out. You know what I think it might be? I'm wondering if it's, you can do it without the Wi-Fi. You can do it on the phone. This is a Verizon phone. And I'm wondering if it's because it's switching back and forth between Verizon and Wi-Fi. Are they backing each other up? I don't know. We'll see. Nice. The lobby looks paved in gold. And it is, of course. Absolutely. That may be the problem. I'm switching the phone around. In, out. Hey, how are you? Oh my God. What a mess. What a mess. Oh, shoes. Take your shoes off. Don't turn the phone too much. Still have to wash our hands. This is the dangerous part. The washing of the hands. Can I get it? Because got to go back into the bathroom. Oh, here's a perfect stand for the phone. I know. X-rated all the way. Yes, you're on the John. If anybody has to go, now's the time. Oh. so far. How about that? I just looked in the mirror and I saw that my trip to the dermatologist has given me. It's too close. Let me turn this off. My trip to the dermatologist has given me, you know, they freeze the pre-basal cells. I got hell today. Ooh. What are you going to do? Dr. Ariel Ostat in Manhattan. He's a plastic surgeon and a dermatologist and a plastic surgeon. So, and I've had skin basal cells for 25 years. Because as a lad, I spent all my time in the sun, baking myself. I was brown at the end of the summer, brown. And I didn't realize I was burning my skin, and that later on in life, I would pay for that. And I am. So now I go to the dermatologist 3 times a year. And this is what I get. A face full of little burn marks. So folks are going to have to live with this for a few days until such time as they... But here, concentrate on him. Look at that. Point him. Look, he's not a problem to... Just gold. Solid gold. Gold. Metal. Lead, iron. Who knows what it's made of. So if you see my show from last night on YouTube, you'll see my caricature singing our lovely theme song, which of course I must get to because I know you miss it. I know I can't go 2 seconds. Something as we start the show. It's a little something I thought you should know. So I will tell you as we settle into place. It's impossible to sing and play the bass. Yes, you're a lovely group of people. You deserve the courtesy of knowing what you can expect of me. I've practiced da-da-doo, but it will not mean a thing. It's impossible to play the bass and sing, 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 sing. See, the bass is fretless, it's not like a guitar. On bass you spend your whole life wondering where the hell you are. It's got no little markers, just a fingerboard so bare, and lots of notes which often are not there. Do, 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 boo, boo, boo. Then when you start singing, you've got lyrics on your mind, and the notes on bass become impossible to find. To remember lyrics, melodies, bass lines, and chords, well, it's no less a miracle than Lord's wah, 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 wah. So as I make 1,000 errors, sit there and be kind. Do not throw tomatoes at me, keep this all in mind. Remember this is serious, remember this is art. Remember this or I will fall apart. Do, 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 da, do. God to come and intercede, and she'd only sit and laugh at my wanton greed. She made the rules for molecules, atoms, time and space. She made the rules for molecules, atoms, time and space. She made the rules for molecules,
in space. She made the rules for molecules, atoms, time, and space, and she knows it's impossible to sing and play the bass. Anyway, you'll want to see it. You'll want to see my caricature sing that. I might. There's all kinds of potential in that. Having all these goofy characters sing your songs for you. Very nice. Madeline Cole is watching. Christopher Lenz is watching. Troy Ferguson, Bob Stewart never says a word. Hi, Ned. I was at your Facebook page today, Ned. And thank you. You've got a couple of my songs up there. I can't fight that. Can't argue with that. I appreciate it. Howard Glusty. Perfectly played and sung. Almost. My coda got screwed up. I was trying to go, sharp 11, major 7, and dominant. Then I decided I'd take it up one more, and it didn't work. Instead of the circle of fifths starting on the descending 2 5s starting on G sharp, C sharp, I tried it with A, and it didn't work. I know that you would know that. Perfectly played in song. Your award is your avatar. My avatar. This is my fake. Yes. Well, that was my puppet. Hello. What? Oh, excuse me. My award is my joke. Is my ongoing joke. Because as proud as I am that I was voted the jazz instrumentalist singer from 1997 and 1992, the prize got bigger. It's just, I don't know. I never had any use for it before until I started doing this. And when unemployment says, "Well, did you try to solicit work?" I say, "Did I try? I was on the tube, not the tube. I was on freebasing, live streaming. It's the same thing, huh? Live streaming, freebasing. Is there a difference? I was live streaming every night, just begging for work, and all the clubs said they would hire me just as soon as they opened. Every one of them, every club in the world, and I've got that fabulous list of clubs, and they're all closed. I think they're all closed. I mean, I bet there's a jazz club open someplace. I bet there is, just out of, jazz people are often of a liberal bent, so I don't think a lot of them are dying to follow the current Republican scheme of opening up just as fast as you can and killing as many jazz musicians as you can. Get those clubs open. Get those clubs open. Get them in there. All those liberals. Well, I don't think any of them are going to open too soon. Somebody just asked me today, "Have you been working?" It's a friend of mine, a lovely woman in the lobby. She doesn't work there. She just happened to be there. And I said, "No, I haven't worked for 3 months. February 28th was the last time I did the Deer Head Inn. That was the last time." Somebody, hey, J.C. Perrault, do you know Francois Zalikin? Because Francois is often often listens in, and you should have a conversation with Francois.
JC Perot is one of the best sound people and stage managers in the jazz and cabaret world here in New York City, and I bet you he's finding some other things to do with his life right now. Okay, so listen, if Francois comes, is Francois here yet? JC, you should. JJ Jackson. Hi, JJ. Hello, Mike. How are you? Oh, sir. He calls me sir. Hi, Steve. Your award is your avatar. I don't quite get that. I guess by that, yes, I do. Yes, I do. Me in comic form or some other form. I think that's what it is. I'm sure. No, I don't. Hi, Jay. No, I don't. Come on. Okay. Francois Zalicane. There's Francois right above you, J.C. Perot. You two must know each other. Anyway, you should know each other. Because then I don't have to fake my French. Which Francois doesn't care much about my French. He's not convinced by it at all. He likes the way my kids speak French, but doesn't care for mine very much. He looks at me. I start to speak French, and Francois looks at me like this. What? Speak English, he says. I'm just trying to get another language. Like I said the other night, I'm one language away from not being able to talk at all. So I'm trying to find another one. Forget it. What a dandy plan I have here tonight. You all know this song. Hopefully there's some people who never heard it. It got written as I was driving across the country. I mean, I went from New York to Milwaukee in one fell swoop. Back when the days when we did those kind of crazy things. And I looked at myself in the mirror about 10 hours into the trip, and I looked miserable. I mean, I just looked tired and exhausted. And I wrote myself the following selection. When you look in the mirror in the morning, I wonder what you see. 'Cause when I see you in the evening, you don't look so hot to me. A poor soul all downtrodden, all wrapped up in his own misery. I hate to preach to you, 'cause preaching's kind of rude. I hate to preach to you, but let me not be misconstrued. It's time for you to reach deep down inside yourself and brother, change your attitude. 'Cause misery's your mistress and bad luck seems to be your wedded wife. Misery's your mistress and she's causing you a mess of stress and strife. Time to change your attitude and bring a little joy into your life. Ooh, yes, 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 yes. Yes, misery's your mistress and bad luck seems to be your wedded wife. Down it. Misery's your mistress and she's causing you a mess of stress and strife. Time to change your attitude and bring a little joy into your life. Time to change
bring a little joy into your life. I
Hi,
believe.
Tomoko. Hi, Christopher Lentz. There are two people that said hi, sorry.
Yeah, well, sure. I figured you're hanging in there with this. So anyway, let's see who's here. Let me just take this who's came to join us. Tomoko, high volume with the big heart. Oh, you just got. Oh, there you go. See that? Tomoko on Farnham said, Howard, John Weber says, yes. John Eric Kelso is with us. Did you? Oh, how are you, John? John Eric Kelso. How are you? We just did a. My daughter and I did something with Steve Bernstein, the trumpet player Steve Bernstein today, online. This is where it's at, man. Online. John, I wish I could see you soon and play. Going back to France. Organic vegetable farm. You are invited. Are you really going? Is that what it's going to do? Hey, Vaughn. Somebody said, hey, Vaughn. Mike Myler. Anyway, yes, well, I can't do any vegetable farms. I'm trying to, I'm taking this, at my age, you take this thing kind of seriously. This, what do you call it? This COVID. So what do I do? What do I do? I can't figure out what I do. What I do is exactly what I'm doing. And things will blossom like that. This is the little seed from which the flower will grow and expand. Vaughn, I've got to do some more music before everybody runs home. I don't see Bernie. What?
Is it tulip? Did you just do tulips?
No, I'm going to do tulips now.
Oh, you did joy.
I did joy. I wrote out myself a little program. See, so I know what I'm doing. Pretty organized of me, huh? Don't you think? You wouldn't have thought that.
I want to say what's next, but I don't want to.
Go right ahead.
Oh. Can I say the whole thing?
Sure.
Okay, so it's IPSPB.
Which is impossible to sing and play the bass.
Oh, yeah.
That's my abbreviation word.
Joy.
Which we just did.
Tulips.
Which
is about to do. Then 10 words.
10 words is my favorite part of the show.
And me and Lenny. Cool. Sweeney Todd and Pork.
How to infest a young mind.
I'll be right back. I want to get water.
A wonderful young mind.
I'm so toasty.
Yeah, toasty. Oi, was I toasty? You know that joke?
Yeah.
Everybody know that joke?
Was I toasty?
A little Jewish man is sitting in the train and he's sitting on the second level.
I'll be right back. Wait for me. I'll be right back.
And another, a man's sleeping in the berth below him. That was when they used to have these cars. I guess they still have them. And the little Jewish man is saying, oi, am I thirsty? And everybody in the train is kind of hearing it. And about 5 minutes later, he goes, oi, am I thirsty? Oh, so the man at the bunk at the top is feeling terrible. He gets a cup of water, big cup of water, brings it back to give it to the man. The man says, thank you, and he drinks it. And things settle down. It's all quiet, everybody's going to sleep, and he goes, oi, was I thirsty? That's pretty good, huh? For a Catholic boy from Baltimore, I sort of know my way around imitations of Yiddish. It's a funny joke. You have a new connection on LinkedIn. LinkedIn. Anybody? What's the purpose of LinkedIn? No. We never put a drink on the piano ever. Totally off the piano. You see this over here? Because boy, would you love it when that drink falls into the piano and ruins it?
It's not electronic.
Are you going to give me? Are you going to, as they say, push back on that one?
Okay,
it's
never
not
mind.
electronic. The water gets into the wood, which is a soundboard. I mean, it's only like it's a Steinberg piano.
Who's that?
No, Steinway.
Yeah.
And once you dump a glass of water into it,
you really screw it up good.
Isn't that the same thing with like almost everything?
Well, yes, except a
Except
swimming
for a
pool.
sink
A swimming pool and a sink.
and a toilet
And a toilet.
and a mouth.
And a mouth. A mouth? Like a little mouth? A little mouth that twirls around?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, by the way, I just wanted to let you know, folks, that Vaughn has been working very hard on catching up on those lessons we talked about. And have you finished them now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm finished.
I mean, Mommy will probably find a reason to make me do more of them, but
Well, that's what mommies are for, is to make life complicated. All right, listen, I'm going to go up and play the next song, Tulips, because I have to think about the fact that a guy, I read a book called The Tulip Mania. Did anybody read that besides me? And I loved it. It was about the first real investment bubble. At least that's what they claimed it was, the first real investment bubble. And it was in 1620 in Holland. And I read the book and I said, that's really something. So I wrote this song and I recorded it. I put it on the YouTube. And the Amsterdam Tulip Museum called me and said, we really need a copy of that song. We'd like to do a video of it. So I requested a decent fee, and they said that's fine. And now every day those poor people in the museum have to hear that same damn thing. I mean, it's for 10 years they've been listening to it now, or 15 years. They say it's still running. And it goes a little something like this. Matter of fact, it goes exactly like this. In the 1620s back in Holland, every Dutchman sang a song. They had all the money, all the milk, and all the honey. Those Dutch could do no wrong. That is until they fell in love with tulips, especially the more exotic breeds. From Amsterdam to Yonkers, the Dutch went totally bonkers, lusting for those tulip bulbs and seeds. It was not surprising that tulip prices started rising. The tulip was in great demand. Soon the little tulip bulb was worth its weight in gold. Things were getting out of hand. The average Dutchman sensed a golden opportunity, a situation he could not ignore. You buy a tulip on a Monday morning. Next day you sell it for much more. Very quickly tulip speculation markets did appear, where people bought and sold with great abandon. People would do anything to raise a little cash, anything to get a hand in. Soon the Dutch economy was all tied up in tulips, as prices soared into the sky. People mortgaged, bought and sold, they begged, they borrowed, lied, cajoled, they would do anything, anything to buy. Anything to buy. Then one dreary winter morning, the purser rang the tulip market bell. Suddenly nobody wanted tulips anymore. Just like that, the market went to hell. Collapsed, succumbed, disappeared, disintegrated, vanished. It was adios, auf Wiedersehen, goodbye.
Suddenly, nobody wanted tulips anymore, and no one really understood the reason why. The present owners of the tulips sat there quite dumbfounded. Gee, what do I do now? Damn bug. I owe a lot of money for this box of dirty tulip bulbs, and the only thing I own now is half a cow. The present owners owed the previous owners who owed the previous owners. Liens and loans and IOUs prevailed. Now nobody had the cash to pay back what he owed because the tulip market had completely failed. Ooh, tulip market had completely failed. So everybody started suing everybody else. What else could they do? Everybody started dragging everybody else to court. Those who escaped the wrath were few. After 20 years of legal chaos, the courts in Holland finally decided tulip debts were null and void and nothing was collectible. And that was the solution they provided. Folks, it's over, finished, done. Let's all just go back to square one. That's the deal, the song has now been sung. Do-do-dee-doo-doo-doo-doo. I don't care who owes you what, just go back to your little hut. Maybe clean some fish or scrape some dung. Scrape some dung. Is there a moral to our story? Is there a moral to our story? A happy ending to our tale of woe. Have we learned a lesson? I really don't think so. Greed intoxicates us so. Investment bubbles come and go. I really don't think so. I really don't think so. No, thank you. No pickety third ending on that. It stayed sad. So anyway, those people called me. Every once in a while I hear from somebody who said, they can come into someplace I'm working and say, I heard you singing in Amsterdam. Boy, that was good. So imagine that. I was doing a show with my daughter this afternoon, Carolyn. She was doing a live stream thing, and somebody called into that show, a fellow named George Young, who I don't know. He said, I saw you play with Ethel Ennis at the Red Fox Club. And I tell you, no one ever told me that. No one ever said, oh, I saw you at Ethel Ennis's club. And this was like in 1966, 67, 53, 54 years ago. And came up to me and said,
What is upstaging?
What
is upstaging?
Upstaging is when someone takes the spotlight from you. Why is someone upstaging me? What's happening?
Bill Crow.
Vaughn doesn't know what upstaging is, but he's doing it to you. I know. I understand. That's perfectly fine. He's in front of me. That he's invited in any time to sit with me. I mean, he doesn't get to go to school. He doesn't get to see his friends.
He gets to read what you guys are saying.
No, I mean, I thought upstaging meant being on your phone while there was, like, a thing. Cause my teacher, my helper, he kept texting me because there was, like, parent-teacher conferences.
Yes.
And so he was texting me, and I felt like I was being rude because, like, you were...
No, I knew you weren't playing games. I knew you were doing something you needed to do.
Yeah.
But they couldn't see that anyway. But he was...
They could see my head down.
He was looking... His teacher was texting him, so he had to answer back. What are you going to do? Because, he finished all the work. You know, the big dilemma that was going on the last 2 days? He finished it, and he did it good.
Yeah, but he was texting me because there might have been, there might have been some teacher conferences and stuff.
Yes.
Not, like, for bad stuff, just regular. And, so I had to look because I might have missed them, but I didn't miss them.
You didn't miss them. I didn't miss them. Let's see what we got here. People calling in.
Oh, 10 words.
Good for you. Good for you. Jeff Barone is watching Bill Curry. Vaughn Karen Brown is watching. Hi, Karen. Stephen Dyer. Vaughn catches up on his homework. Good. Attaboy, Christopher. Vaughn is an extremely intelligent. Good for him. A win-win. Right. Thanks. I think you're right. Ed Metz is, well, hey, Ed, practice those drums. Everybody's saying hello to Vaughn. We've got it's a real family affair this evening. It's a family affair. It's a family affair. Whoa. It's a family affair. That's for Christopher. Christopher he won't tune in unless I say. So, all right, let's get no, I don't need a pencil.
I want an honor roll bracelet.
No, because the words are coming in.
Okay.
And this is going to, we need 10 words for a little song I thought I'd write. There you go. Symbol.
Okay, retro flapper.
Well, hold. Retro flapper.
Can I do it?
No, well, yeah, you're good at this.
Fast typer.
Okay, he's a fast typer. He proved that to me today. There he goes. I've got a secretary now.
Joyzy.
I think Joycey. Now, Mike Myler wrote Joycey. I'm surprised Tomoko didn't write that, but no, she's done that before. Here, let me go back. I'll take a look back.
Wait, go down.
I know. I want to make sure we got everything. Okay. Retro flapper. Okay, we got retro. Symbols.
How do you spell that?
Now, folks, I'm going to make a rule. Only one word per person. Because Mike Myler, Christopher Rentz, retro, Ned White, timorous.
Oh, wait.
Timorous. I know what it means, but I can't think of what it means. Oh, boy. Timorous. Christopher Lenz put retro in again. Even Kenny is watching. Albert, caricature. Oh, I got that one. Christopher Lenz, retro. We got it, Christopher. Bill Crow, newt. J.C. Perot, jive.
How do you spell that? It's
Jive.
Okay.
Hey, you need to put a space in between everyone.
Oh, no, I just made a mistake with that one.
Okay, so let's see if we just
Flapper Joyzy.
Okay, let's see how we going.
Gravity,
go ahead.
Wait, can you move the thing back
Okay,
down?
I'll hit that one. We'll put it over here. How's that?
No, but, like, it's right, look.
Oh, yeah, the cursor. Before you curse me. Oops.
Okay, I got it. Okay, what was that? Gravity.
Jive, gravity, and nonsense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the final word, ladies and gentlemen, is from Ned White. Timorous. Yes, I know. Ned, I actually knew what it meant. What I don't know is anything that rhymes with it. But don't worry, I'll make something up. 1, 2,
salami.
3, 4. Salami? Salami.
That's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Why? Hello.
Hello.
Juan's mommy is sitting back there.
Yeah. Oh, I'm getting a phone call. Hello.
Vaughn just got a call from his.
Hi, sorry, I'm on Facebook Live right now.
I'm gonna sit on the couch.
You're gonna sit on the couch?
No, this one.
Well, you don't worry. That I don't care if you upstage me. I'll do fine.
No, that's not what I'm worried about. You're more entertaining than
Took my
I am.
seat? You can sit there.
I'm just sitting here.
This song is one of intense gravity. Do, do, no nonsense. Do, 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 do. Do, do. It seems my mommy was timorous about making salami. Do, do, dee, do, 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 da, do, da. Mommy'd been a Jersey flapper in another life. That's a no crapper too. She was a Jersey flapper. Da, do, but she was getting timorous about making salami. Because turned out her cousin had gotten sick from eating too much salami. Oh, do, 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 da, da, do, do. So she wasn't going to make it. Timbals. Do, 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 da, do, da. This is no jive. He just wanted to stay alive. Didn't want to eat no bad salami. Ba-ba, do, do, da, do. He was petrified. He was retrofied by the thought of more. Ba-ba, do, do, da, do, da, da, dee, da, dee, do. It turns out that the salami had a bad effect upon his character. Character. Do, 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 do. If I could find some way to get cymbals in this song, I would, but I can't seem to find a way. Can't find a way, can't find a way. Drum. The song's becoming humdrum because I can't put the cymbals into it. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. The trouble is the bad salami from the flapper made him spend too much time on the never mind. Do, 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 do. It affected his caricature. Do, do, do. He's getting the jokes. He's repeating it to me. Do, do. This is no jive. He's glad to be alive. So's mommy salami. Ooh, ah, wah. I guess the gravity of this song has not been convincing. Do, do, do. But there's no mincing words. The song's so noisy they can hear it in Jersey, but nonetheless, do, 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 do. Retro, pletro, smetro, retro, retro. Oh, he took the metro. That's what he did. He took the metro. It was late. It was a retro metro. Oh, 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 oh. That song made absolutely no sense at all. But I got all the words. It didn't work out too
That
well.
was cymbal.
Right?
Thimble, cymbal, thimble, cymbal.
Thimble. Well, I thought of thimble, but I couldn't think of how to.
I heard a pimple, but then it didn't
Yeah,
really-
pimple. They wouldn't have gone for that. I couldn't find a good way
Nimble.
to sing. Nimble, a nimble thimble. Where is it? Cymbal, a nimble
nimble
thimble.
cymbal.
Cymbal, a nimble cymbal. That was pretty good.
Symbols-
Here, you do it. You guys are so good at it. You do it.
Nah, we're gonna backseat.
I'll sing a
Backseat.
song.
I've got an audience here tonight. I have to. I can't. What am I going to do with my bass?
I'll hold it.
No.
No, I'll hold it. It's fine. I'll hold it.
Vaughn, go on. Vaughn no longer has the I can't finish my homework blues because he finished his homework blues. There you go. Vaughn plays the trumpet, and he was amazed that you could actually play scales on a bass. He didn't. He was like a lot of people, I think. Boom, 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 boom. There was a friend of mine, Alex Leonhart. I don't know if I told you about this one. He worked in a club in Staten Island, a very notorious club called the Drunken Monkey, and the owner had a duo, bass piano duo. So one night he calls the piano player over to him and says, "Listen, we need to cut back. We really like you, but we got no use for the boom boom guy. Boom boom guy." And that's what we are, boom boom guys. Anyway, thank Stephen. I have to question your takes. Backseat family musician. Drums next, Vaughn. Yeah, well, he's played drums. He's played all kinds of things. He's figuring out what he's going to do. What he's going to do, but I'm not going to tell him. So I don't want to jinx him.
What am I going to do?
I'm not telling you.
Tell me what I'm going to do.
No, he can. He's allowed to chime in.
I'm not going to be a musician.
No, it's
You know
not
what
that.
I'm going to do?
Yes, I do.
Don't say it.
I'm not saying it. I'm not. I'm absolutely not saying it.
What am I going to be? You think I'm going to be a lawyer, don't you?
Well, you could be. That's for damn sure. That's for damn sure. And you may be one already. As a matter of fact, I have to check your credentials.
Why'd you say that? No, I really want to know.
Well,
Music.
Can you
it's
tell
gonna
me-
involve something. It's gonna involve your talent. You're gonna finally.
Sports?
It
I
could
was
be.
about to say which one, and that's probably
Well,
just the most.
I suspect you will play if you like hockey. I suspect you will play hockey in college. Probably get a scholarship to college
No.
hockey. You don't think so?
Music.
I don't feel like
music.
dying, you know?
Oh.
I like my life.
See, it's been working out exactly like I said. It'll be. I'll tell you when he goes. I'll tell you too.
I mean, no, if hockey wasn't dangerous at all, I would happily, like, work my butt off. But, like, it's just so dangerous. And I don't want to be, like, one of those horrible...
I do have a phone, Mike.
Like, one of those great hockey players that are, like, horrible people that, like, abuse people. I don't
Oh
wanna be
well, yeah. They do beat each other up, but that's becomes the culture of
I'll
the
play
NHL.
until, like, high school. Then
That becomes the by high school people have beating each other up.
I'll probably be one of the biggest in high school, though.
Yeah,
I'm
And-
easily the tallest.
and they'll get after you good.
I'll get back at them.
Music.
Night, guys. J.C. Perot, are you really going to France? What the world need now is another lawyer. Thank you, Christopher. Here's a trio of songs I put together, and I'm going to do them.
You're supposed to do Lenny. Oh,
I'm going to.
okay.
Here's a trio of songs which I want to practice, and they work good. And let me just get out the words to the last one so I can do it properly. I'm going to relearn it. So, the songs, as you know, Tony Bennett told me, and I should stop right there, but Tony Bennett told me that every time you perform, you should do your San Francisco. And so I said, and what would my San Francisco be, Tony? And he said, the song about the airplane. I went, oh yeah, surely is my San Francisco. What he meant was it's a song that people know me from. He seems to be very aware of all this. So I said, okay, so the song starts because I was asked to go to Los Angeles to play a convention, and the people asked me how much did I want, and I said $10,000. Carolyn disappeared. I felt the draft
Pasta.
of the door.
She had to get the pasta.
She has to do what?
No, the pasta. Keep playing.
The pasta's ready. Oh, the pasta's ready. Oh, I'm going to quit too. So they asked me how much money they want. I said $10,000. They said, how's $500? I said, all right, $500. I've lowered my fee to
$7,500. They came right back with $500. I came back to them with $5,000. I wasn't going to do it for less than $5,000, and in fact, we settled on $500. So,
I always love that part.
my grandson's getting all the jokes now. I have to make some new jokes. So they got me a first class ticket on TWA. I walked on the airplane, sat down in first class. A little white-haired gentleman walked on behind me, sat down right next to me, and everybody was stunned and in awe of who was sitting next to me. And this is a true story. True story. Take my seat aboard the plane, and what is this I see? Leonard Bernstein comes aboard and sits right next to me. First class New York to LA, some things just work out right. I'll be sitting next to Leonard Bernstein this whole flight. Maybe I should just act like I do not recognize him. Be real cool and do my best not to antagonize him. Now we're rolling down the runway. Next stop is LA. I am nonchalant like I ride next to Lenny every day. Naturally, I turn to him against my own advice. Introduce myself and find that Lenny's very nice. Soon we start to chat and drink and talk about our lives. We talk about our children and our wives. But what a lovely fellow, what a lucky day. Me and Lenny side by side, New York to L.A. Soon we're chatting, drinking, talking like the very best of pals. Talking music, life, art, death, root canals. Now he's interrupting me, but really that's okay. 'Cause he's a lovely fellow and he's got a lot to say. I recite some songs I wrote, he recites them back. For poetry and music, he seems to have a knack. He tells me that his new show closed and now he's feeling beat. And he's not used to dealing with defeat. But what a lovely fellow, what a lucky day. Me and Lenny side by side, New York to L.A. He does the London Times crossword, 10 minutes and he's through. He does the puzzle with his pen, I do not have a clue. What an intellectual but a warm and friendly guy. We talk about the world below as we sail through the sky. Finally I feel the airplane starting to descend, and I know this lovely day is coming to an end. Put our trays and seat backs up just like you're supposed to do. Land, bid my friend a fond adieu. What a lovely fellow, what a lucky day. Me and Lenny side by side, New York to LA. What a lovely fellow, though really, I must say, I've not heard from Lenny since I left him in LA. Not a goddamn word from Lenny since I left him in LA. In LA. In LA. In LA. Thank you.
Sign my baby.
Will I sign your baby?
Crazy.
Will I sign my baby? Yes, I will.
Whose child is this?
Whose child is this? And so people come up to me after that song and they say, gee, that's a great song by Lenny. Do another one by Lenny. And I try to tell them, no, that's I wrote that. I wrote that. They don't hear it. They go, oh, well, good. Do another one by Lenny. So I've taken to do another one by Lenny. Boy, boy, crazy boy, stay cool, boy. Got a rocket in your pocket, stay cool, be cool, boy. Don't get hot because you've got some high times ahead. Take it slow, and daddy, oh, you will live it up and die in stay loose, boy. Breeze it, buzz it, easy does it. Turn off the juice, boy. Go man go, but not like a yo-yo school boy. Play it cool, boy. Crazy boy, stay loose, boy. Breeze it, buzz it, easy does it. Turn off the juice, boy. Go man go, but not like a yo-yo school boy. Play it cool, boy. Play it cool, boy. Well, that wasn't entirely by Leonard Bernstein. It was also by Stephen Sondheim. Stephen Sondheim wrote the words. And it's been occurring to me how frustrated Stephen Sondheim must have been back when he was writing for Leonard Bernstein. Because Stephen Sondheim can write a song, but he doesn't have the same sensibility that Leonard Bernstein had. He's a different writer altogether, as we all know. But can you imagine you can write like Stephen Sondheim, and you're writing the words and Leonard. Well, I guess at the time he maybe was thrilled with it. I certainly would have been. Anyway, Stephen Sondheim started writing became part of the act, and I decided, well, I'll continue this one bit further. I'll start doing a little Stephen Sondheim. Attend the tale of Sweeney Todd. His skin was pale, his eye was odd. He shaved the faces of gentlemen who never thereafter were heard of again. He trod a path that few have trod. Did Sweeney Todd. The Dean and Barber of Fleet Street. He kept a shop in London town, of fancy clients and good renown. And what if none of their souls were saved? They went to their maker impeccably shaved. By Sweeney Todd. The Dean and Barber of Fleet Street. Swing your razor high, Sweeney, hold it to the skies. Freely flows the blood of those who moralize. Swing your razor high, Sweeney, hold it to the sky. Sweeney, freely flows the blood of those who moralize. His needs were few, his room was bare, a lavabo and a fancy chair, a mug of suds and a leather strap, an apron, a towel, a pail, and a mop. For neatness he deserves a nod, does Sweeney Todd. The Dean and Barber of Fleet Street. The Dean and Barber of Fleet Street. The Dean and Barber of Fleet Street.
is fun to do. It's so dark. It's gorgeous.
I keep meaning to tell you I have an idea for you. We have to do it.
What's that?
I'll tell you after the show.
Oh, tell me now. Tell everybody.
There's a great song from Sweetheart that I always wanted to do, and then years ago, Kurt Elling did it live, so I didn't do it. But it's gorgeous.
It is. No one's going to harm you?
Yeah.
No one's going to harm you. Do I know? No one's going to harm you. Yes, of course.
That
Yes.
Finch and Linneper, but let's do it.
Yeah, well, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it on the record.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Warren Oates is watching. Hey, Warren. High Circle of Fifth. It's a high section. Thank you very much. Paul. Cool. Cool. I get it. Howard Gloucester. Excellent. Thank you. Thank you, John. Good night, Jay. Enjoy your dinner. See you tomorrow and tomorrow. And thank you so much. I love the fact that you tune in and everybody's here. It's like a little party. Warren O's, welcome to the party, my man. Carolyn, do you know Mike Myler, bass player? No, she's gone. My audience, they've gone to the dinner table. Not while I'm around. Not while I'm around. Does that also come from Sweeney Todd? No, it's going to harm you. No, is that the name of it? Oh, I see. That's the name of it. Wash those hands. I wash my hands of everything. I do. I wash them constantly. I'm constantly washing them. I have to play the bass twice as much now because I'm not playing any gigs. I'm trying to keep my chops up. So I'm actually, don't tell anybody, I'm practicing. Practicing. But I'm trying to play a lot at home, and I'm having a lot of fun playing all my songs. And I have found some songs. I have been digging through my old poems that I forgot about because you can't do it all. You can't, you write them and then you forget them and you say, I don't know. Boy, have I got some crazy songs that I really should do. I really should write them anyway. And just maybe this will probably be Pasta. Yes. Same song. Oh, yes, right. I get it. I understand. I get it. Yeah. Sweeney Todd, not when I'm around. I get that. I realize that's probably the title of it. Because he wouldn't say, nothing's going to harm you. It would be, not when I'm around. That's a better title for this song. Even I know those kind of things. Thank you, Warren. Thank you very much, everyone. And with this, I think we'll just simply, I'm going to leave out the last song, and I'll do it tomorrow. I had another song on the list, but I'm not going to do it because I'm hungry too. And it's all time for us to eat. Good night, you all. Take it easy up. Carolyn's gone. Everybody's gone. I've emptied the room. Didn't hear much from Tomoka tonight. What's the matter, Tomoka? They're fantastic. I love life in the Middle Ages. Thank you, Paul. Hey, Paul Keller's there. How are you?
So I will tell you as we
Good night, sweetheart. Take it easy. Tell Will happy day after his graduation.
You're a lovely group of people. You deserve the courtesy of knowing what you can expect of me. I practiced, but it will not mean a thing, 'cause it's impossible to play the bass and sing, 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 sing. You see, the bass is fretless. It's not like a guitar. On bass you spend your whole life wondering where the hell you are. It's got no little markers, just a fingerboard so bare. Then lots of notes which often are not there. Are not there, are not there. Then when you start singing, you've got lyrics on your